Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually wanting to do like a black smoky eye. I absolutely love doing black smoky eyes and I kind of feel like I don't do them as often as I would like to. But I want to make this a wee bit more fall like, if that makes sense. So the palette I'm going to be using is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Dream Big Manifest palette. This one here. I absolutely love this palette. I've only used it a couple of times, but I love it. The tutorials that I have done from this palette, I'm absolutely obsessed. Do you know what? I'll actually link them below because I love them. I think the shades in it are absolutely beautiful as well, but I mainly picked up this shade today because, or this palette today. I'm literally just up like 45 minutes ago. But the reason I picked up this palette is because of this mulberry like shade here. It's just like a nice burgundy wine. We have a lot of browns as well and like transition-ish shades, and obviously we have our black. So I found that this palette was perfect actually. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush for my transition, try and zoom these in a wee bit. I think I might actually just use this shade here. Oh, and I've also prepped my lids with the P. Louise eyeshadow base as well. So I'm going to be taking this shade here. It's called Squad, but it's just like a really nice mulberry shade. I think the reason I'm calling it mulberry is because the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia has a shade identical to that, and it's called Mulberry, and it's beautiful. Oh. So obviously if you don't have this palette, you could obviously use the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia if you have it, or feel free to use my discount code and get this palette for 20% off. And anything on Be Perfect Cosmetics. So obviously because I pre-film all my videos, I'm not too sure what my previous video was, but as far as I'm aware, I think it might have been the video where I was talking about me and Kyle going to view a house, and that was for yesterday, so we were able to see inside it and stuff and see around the rooms and all that good stuff, and then we have another viewing of it on Friday. But I feel like, and I don't want to speak too soon, but I kind of feel like this is it. Like we're both really happy with it, and yeah, we could potentially be putting in an offer on this house on Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna take a wee blender brush now, probably mix between these two, the Buff and Blend BB22 and the Morphe M562, and I'm still gonna be taking this shade here, but I might be mixing it with the first shade that we took, or I might even take a wee bit of this shade actually to help blend. And I'm just going to blend this. I'm just going to use this shade to help blend basically. Okay, so I'm also going to take a wee bit more of this mulberry shade, and I'm just going to deepen up that crease a wee bit. I'm not sure whether I want to go in with a gel liner, just go in like balls deep with the black in the palette. Well, I try it first, just to kind of see what it's like. That seems to be okay. Yeah, that seems to be okay. So I'm now just packing this black just all over that lid. Okay, so now blending out this black, I'm going to take that mulberry shade. I'm going to blend this out. Now in with the black again, because I kind of find that whenever you start to blend the crease, kind of dusts off the intensity of the lid shade. I think I mentioned that in every single one of these types of videos. And then of course back in to give that all a wee blend. I kind of feel like these shadows blend so easily anyway, they just really do the work themselves. And starting the skin for my primer, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer. just apply it like this. Yep. Boop. Now I'll do another dollop. I really like this primer actually, but I don't use it as often as I should. I kind of feel like I say that with everything, with like all my products. I'm going to be mixing the MAC Studio Fix Fluid with this wee e.l.f. Maximum Coverage Concealer. So I'm just going to start to blend this out with this wee foundation brush from Colourpop. And then for concealer, guys, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Stay Naked. I've decided I do not like this eye makeup look. I don't like it at all. It looks like Halloween-y. It just looks like Halloween. I'm going to let that sit for a minute or two and then take my cream bronzer. I'm going to be taking this one from Colourpop. It's the Soul Body Face and Body Bronzer. Now, this is in the shade medium. This does not match my body. That's why I got the shade medium. I am not anywhere near a medium skin tone, but I thought that this was going to be so much smaller. Obviously, if you watched my Colourpop haul a couple months ago when I got this, you'd know the situation with this. I thought it was honestly going to be about this size, honestly, but obviously because it's like a face and body bronzer, I kind of understand why it is so big. But yeah, the colour of it matches, or it doesn't match, but it bronzes my skin and gives my skin warmth and stuff. But on the body, even whenever I have tan on, it's just far too dark. So I'm using the I Heart Revolution Coconut Scented Baking Powder. I've been loving this recently, haven't I? Okay. I do apologise that I'm eating. I'm so hungry. I haven't even eaten anything today yet. These are actually really nice though. They're the wee cookie bites. Got them in Tesco's last night. So for my highlighter, I'm taking this one from MAC in the shade Whisper of Guilt. This is going to sound really weird, and for those dirty minded people out there, shame on you. Do you suck or chew? Hopefully not chew. Although there are some freaky men out there that don't mind teeth all the time. But see, when it comes to like cookies and biscuits and like crisps, like not all crisps because that's just gross, but like say Wotsits or like cheese puffs or something, I'm a sucker. Like I'll put something in my mouth and I'll just keep it there to let it go soggy. Not soggy, but soft. We'll stay with soft. And then I'll like crunch it. Like I literally would not be able to eat these just like shoving them in my mouth and just crunching as I go. Just nah, I literally have to let them kind of melt a wee bit before I will go in and like chew at them. And I'm like that with like nearly all biscuits. So do you suck or do you crunch? And next up for my blush, this is actually a blush I got not that long ago. Can't even open it, and I've never tried it or used it yet. It's from Sleek and it's in the shade Slim Thick. So that's just the colour of it there. I thought it would go quite nice with the eyes, so we're just gonna use a wee bit of this. I might actually use a clean brush with it actually, since it's brand new. I've noticed as well that it has the tiniest wee bit of shimmer through it. It's kind of like NARS Orgasm, but a couple of shades darker with gold flecking through it. It's quite nice actually. So I had actually just went off camera there to do my lower lash line, and I also had something to eat as well. Didn't want to be eating on camera or anything, that's super weird. But I'm just finishing off this blush, and that shade or that colour or that blush, just that blush is actually really nice. The bronze, I'm taking the Shapeshifter palette from also Be Perfect Cosmetics. Feel free to use my code. So I'm gonna take this shade here. I find that this happens quite a lot with Colourpop lip liners. The Kylie Cosmetics lip liners are wild for this, like they always like pop out. For my lipstick, I'm going to be taking Peach Stock. So it can be quite pale, so I like to take like just a wee bit of it and then use my finger to blend it into the lip liner. Anyway guys, this completes this tutorial. Of course I will link and list everything down below in the description box for you, and of course feel free to use my code on anything on Be Perfect Cosmetics website. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.